tapi ditahan dulu, kita akan sama-sama menyaksikan pembukaan perdagangan indeks harga saham gabungan di pagi hari ini. Selamat menyaksikan.
Good morning and welcome to Jakarta and to the Indonesia Stock Exchange. It is genuinely my pleasure for having all of you here today. We are very excited to hear and learn about the development of investment and industries in Europe through today's seminar, Luxembourg Solutions for Raising Capital in Europe and Beyond, right from the expert. The topic of this seminar is timely, as we are also pursuing to promote Indonesia capital market as a venue of fundraising for Indonesian companies instead of conventional bank lending. Learning from advanced markets such as in Europe will be an advantage. The Indonesia IPO market for 2018 was hot, as the IPO number and size increased by 1.5 times, with 57 new listings and just over $1 billion of fund raised. And this year, we hope to keep that momentum by introducing new regulations and systems to attract more supply, such as listing regulation for SME, especially startups, electronic book building to increase IPO transparency and opportunity for retail investors, and electronic registration to speed up as well as increase IPO efficiency. Ladies and gentlemen, a little bit update on our market. In recent years, Indonesia capital market has shown a remarkable growth in many aspects. Our stock market has grown so significantly and attracting retail investors from all across Indonesia. But we must move forward for market deepening by introducing new capital market products. As of January 2019, Indonesia Stock Exchange lists and trades 625 stocks, 25 ETFs, 45 warrants, 2 REITs, rights, bonds, and derivatives. This year, we are developing new derivative products, namely structured warrants, index futures, single stock futures, and government bond futures. I hope today's seminar will bring valuable insight to all of us and help to contribute to our Indonesia capital market development. Once again, thank you very much for hosting this event, and I hope you'll enjoy the rest of the day. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mrs. Risa Vanita Rustam. Next is speech by Chairman of Indonesia Fund Manager Association, Mr. Edward P. Lubis. The time is yours.
Thank you. Very good morning to us all. I would like to address our guest first, Ambassador Designate of the Embassy of Luxembourg to Indonesia, His Excellency Mr. Jean-Paul Scheninger, Deputy Head of Mission of the Embassy of Luxembourg to Indonesia, Mr. Mark de Bourcy, the Honorary Consul of Luxembourg to Indonesia, Mr. Teguh Putro Sulisto, the Association of the Luxembourg Fund Industry, led by Mr. Pierre Oberly and team, Board of Directors of IDX, Pak Inarno Jayadi, and our distinguished Pak Sujanto, the Director of Investment Management FS Indonesia, and of course Pak Irwan Afsyah from Kadin. Thank you, warm welcome for us, and very good morning. On behalf of our Association of Investment Management Indonesia, we would like to welcome you all and thank you for being with us today. As you may know, that our mission of the association is to build the capacity to increase the effectiveness of the regulatory function in Indonesia. So the main function of us is to continuously give more education and seminars like this, the one that we are going to have today. The Luxembourg solution for raising capital in Europe and beyond. So the purpose of the association is to bring our association more to the international forum, to be introduced to the international market, and also internally we bring the members of the association to bring up to strengthen our capacity and the effectiveness of our investment management industry. And once again, thank you very much for your coming here. to give the exchange of information through industry, and my fellow asset managers enjoyed the seminar, and we hope that we could bring more fruitful and productive seminars later on. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Edward P. Lubis. Next is speech by Senior Business and Development Manager, Association of the Luxembourg Fund Industry, continued with the pressing of the opening ceremony bell at exactly 9 a.m., marking the opening of trading in Indonesia Stock Exchange this morning. Mr. Pierre Oberle, the time is yours.
Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, good morning, everybody. On behalf of Alfi, I would like to welcome everybody to this seminar. It's a pleasure to be back in Indonesia. We had the privilege to welcome already a delegation of some of you to Luxembourg for one of our conferences in September, and now it's a great honor to be back here. What we will do today is we try to explain you what we can do together, how we can work together more in the future, and we try to present you the different solutions that Luxembourg has to offer to help Indonesian asset managers raise capital beyond their borders in Europe and in the rest of the world as well. And to do that, we have brought with us a great team of experts, of professionals from the different aspects of the Luxembourg fund industry, law firm, auditors, representative of management companies, that will present you the different aspects of the fund industry. And this is all I have to say for the moment. You will hear from me a bit later again, where I will present more about the fund industry. So I will pass it over now back to the Master of Ceremony.
Thank you, Mr. Pierre Oberle. We still have a few minutes before trading in Indonesia Stock Exchange starts at exactly 9 a.m. I would like to give you a few information about the seminar today. The overall objective of this seminar is twofold: to gain insight into recent developments of Indonesia's financial sector and to further explore the potential to developing the relations between the Indonesia and Luxembourg financial services industry. More specifically, as proposed by IMEE, ALFI, and LFF experts, will present and discuss the following topics: brief overview of the Luxembourg Financial Center, latest trends and developments in the European fund industry, overview of Luxembourg's fund industry and products, including AIFMD, UCITS and AIFMD framework, regulatory aspects, eligible assets, structuring, governance, risk management, taxation, compliance, and oversight, and how Indonesia asset managers can leverage the Luxembourg Financial Center to reach out to European investors. The Association of the Luxembourg Fund Industry, ALFI, is the official representative body for the Luxembourg investment fund industry and was set up in November 1988 to promote its development. In April 2000, ALFI opened itself to industry players other than investment funds, so that the association now includes a wide selection of service providers, custodian banks, fund managers and administrators, transfer agents, fund distributors, law firms, consultants and tax advisors, auditors and accounting firms, IT services company, etc. We still have 3 minutes and 13 seconds before the opening of trading in Indonesia Stock Exchange today. And the opening trading today will be followed by the seminar entitled Luxembourg Solutions for Raising Capital in Europe and Beyond, which is held today on Monday, 25th of February from 9 to 12 at Main Hall, Indonesia Stock Exchange. We still have 2 minutes and 30 seconds before the opening of trading in Indonesia Stock Exchange this morning. have 2 minutes before 9 o'clock. And we would also like to invite the audiences to count together from the count of 10. The pressing of hand palm screen will be done at exactly 9 a.m., marking the opening of trading in Indonesia Stock Exchange this morning. We have 1 minute and 15 seconds, and we would like to invite Mr. Sujanto, His Excellency Mr. Jean-Paul Senninger, Mr. Edward P. Lubis, Mr. Pierre Oberle, and Mr. Irwan Habsya to be ready in front of the palm hand screen. The pressing of hand palm screen will be done at exactly 9 a.m. And we would also like to invite the audiences to count together from the count of 10. We still have 40 seconds before 9 a.m. We're getting ready to the opening bell ceremony today at Indonesia Stock Exchange. 30 seconds to go. Twenty seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, let's count together at the count of 10. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Opening of the bell, the trading in IDX is open in regards to the seminar of Luxembourg solutions for raising capital in Europe and beyond. Please give a round of applause. We would like to invite for a photo session on stage, please, ladies and gentlemen.
Itu dia tadi pemirsa pembukaan perdagangan indeks harga saham gabungan di pagi hari ini di awal pekan ini.